And a 6'10" junior center from Phoenix City, Alabama, number 13, Tian Williams. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineup for your USC Aiken Pacers. He's a 6-foot senior guard. He's from Seneca, South Carolina. He wears number 0. Meet the X-Man, Xavier Warmore. A 6-foot junior guard out of Richmond, Virginia, wearing number 11, Gus Rowland. A 6'5" junior guard out of Richmond, Virginia. He wears number 1, Demontez Oliver. A 6'6" senior forward out of Raleigh, North Carolina, wearing number 2, Jason Brock. And a 6'10" senior center out of Leavenworth, Georgia, number 24, Robert Hill.
And welcome back, Pacer Nation, to the USC Aiken Convocation Center. Once again, it is basketball time on this very cold afternoon as the USC Aiken men's basketball team will be going toe-to-toe with the Clayton State Lakers. Pacers are looking to build up a wave of momentum since the last time we were here in the Convocation Center, winning a contest on the road this past Wednesday, and a winning contest decision, losing this previous contest on the road to UNC Pembroke, 109-89 decision. As we come back here into the Convocation Center, men are going to be looking to break through and upset the Lakers defense on their offense. And before we get off the tip-off here this afternoon, tonight's tip-off is brought to you by the South Carolina Education Lottery. When you are taking a chance, you are given a chance. Almost Pacer ball, but it's going to be the Lakers, number 11, Kyle Kinsey. But almost picked up here by Gus Rowland, number 11. Rowland looking to drive the lane, go for 2 off the back glass. As it's going to be Lakers basketball, as the officials call traveling. And Pacer Nation, I'd be remiss if I didn't introduce my colleague, Marcus Johnson. Welcome back.
I'm back from my spotlight duty before the game. Glad to be back here.
And the Pacers started things off strong here, as it was the Lakers who started off the drive originally this afternoon. Gus Rowland getting his first steal thus far already. The Pacers offense coming out thus far, taking their time here. Demontez Oliver with possession. The spin in the lane, goes up for a midway 2. Bounces around the iron but falls in anyway.
Yeah, Robert Hill just got enough of a hand on it. Might have even been able to call that a known basket as they battle for the rebound, but those are your first points of the game.
Exactly. And as the officials once more call traveling on the Lakers, once again it's going to be Pacer basketball. Things working very well here for the Pacers coming into the first half.
And this is a crucial game for USC Aiken. They're in a position where they could possibly take the regular season title. Unfortunately, dropped the game. A really tough loss up at UNC Pembroke the other day, which knocked them out of first place. They were tied for first with the Braves. But they still have an outside shot. All they got to do is win out and hope a few games go their way. A few other games go their way, I should say.
Hopefully so. As we come down to the wire here in the season, Pacers once again are going to have another tough matchup as they will be going to the rivals' territory, the rivals' house, Augusta University, this upcoming Wednesday.
Yeah, they most certainly will.
Hopefully the Pacers are looking to show some of the lessons learned from the last time we were here in the Convocation Center. Unfortunately, losing that contest to the Augusta Jaguars in a 79-71 decision. Hopefully to correct their mistakes. But before we get to next Wednesday, We're going to focus on Clayton State thus far.
They don't want to look too far ahead. A lot of teams on paper look like they should win a game, but they look to their next opponent instead of the current one and end up dropping that game.
The USC Aiken women's basketball team unfortunately dropping a contest here earlier this afternoon. A very close, tight matchup. This is also a fun basketball game all around, 66-68. Assistant head coach Sarah Nuxel mentioning an unfortunate upset, but she still remains proud of the women here this afternoon. We hope to see that the men Pacers are able to walk away this afternoon with a W. Ghost Rowland, number 11, setting up the offense here for the Pacers.
And going back to that women's game, they, in the post game, Coach Miller, he didn't seem too upset. Obviously, you're never happy when you don't win, but he was proud of the way they played. He was proud of the way Kwajalein Farah played, who just had a remarkable game, scoring 20 points. She had
almost
18,
a triple-double.
Yeah, she had 18 rebounds, just one rebound shy actually of the school record, and ended up with 8 blocks in the game.
Wow.
8 blocks in the game for the second time this season.
Well, congratulations once again to Kwajalein Farah for securing the double-double. DeMontes Oliver with possession on the moving screen, missing a 2-point attempt. Visibly frustrated, the Lakers with a dribbling handoff from Brian Hart to number 11, Kyle Kinsey. So the Lakers looking to go up. Number 13, Tyone Williams. And Pacer Nation calling air ball on that attempt. Pacer offense once again comes out here in this drive. Faison Brock, DeMontes Oliver, with a fake, with a handoff fake. Off the back iron. Once again to number 1, Brian Abrams. Some miscommunication here between the Lakers. Faison Brock's able to manage it, holds onto it, dribbles right, dribbling strong. Looking to cut inside, drops the post. Goes up, drops in lane, gets it in for 2.
Smooth moves there from Faison Brock, just, twisting and turning his way through the defense, something we've seen and come to expect from him throughout his career here at Aiken.
A lot of great agility, a lot of athleticism from Faison Brock, a North Carolina native. And DeMontes Oliver secures another 3-point basket.
And they completely missed him over there in that back corner, unchecked at all the time, set up and drained a perfect 3.
And Marcus, earlier in the women's game, we were talking about how the Lakers offense, how their defense were able to press the Pacers. Do you see the same thing here for the men's Pacers doing the same thing?
Yeah, not as much of a presence as we saw. And again, if you look at the steals, it usually gives you a good indicator on how well that defense works out for them. Averaging only 5.7 on the Clayton side per game, and USC Aiken averaging a little bit better with a 7.9 per game, although 8.6 against Peach Belt opponents.
Currently, the Pacers shooting at 46% to the Lakers' 43.8% coming into this afternoon's game. Once again, once you look at the stat sheet, it just seems like these teams almost match up evenly.
Yeah, this is an NCAA tournament-worthy team. Obviously, the Pacers made it last year, got into the second round of the tourney. But this year, it's going to be a tough road. The Southeast region, as Robert Hill flushes one down for a couple of points there on the dunk. The Southeast region is absolutely stacked with some national-ranked teams. Pembroke just entering the top 20 this year. Queens is usually in the top 25. They're not quite there yet, but they're still a regional opponent to be reckoned with. And then, of course, I'd be foolish not to mention Lincoln Memorial, who currently sits as number 2 in the nation.
Number 2, Byron Hart for the Lakers, missing an attempt there on that previous drive, and as the Pacers look to recover, unable to do so. However, we are going to take a full media timeout. And yes, we are going to take a full media timeout. Don't go anywhere, Pacer Nation. We'll be back here very shortly. And welcome back, Pacer Nation. A terrific performance here by the USC Aiken dance team and also their alumni.
Yeah, it was nice to see the alumni coming back in there. Some of them are very fresh alumni, very recent alumni from only last year, but it's always nice to see them come back for homecoming.
Looks like the alumni have not lost a step at all. Perfect in sync. And before, ladies and gentlemen, before we went to our full media timeout, the call recently came back down on Byron Abrams, Faison Brock taking another round trip here to the Cherry Stripe. Getting his second attempt in, current score 10-2.
And USC Aiken likes to get off to hot starts. They're carrying that over from last year, where they just seem to dominate their opponent in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game. Then they start to ease up a little bit, and it's going to be interesting how they play today. As coaching the Pacers today is assistant coach Corey Hendren. Mark Vandersleigh is not coaching for today's game. He's had some experience, though. He coached last year. He coached a game for the Pacers, so this isn't new territory for him. But they're grooming him to become a head coach. So this is great experience for the young assistant.
Great experience and great exposure. And how much would it say for the Pacers just to knock off the Lakers here this afternoon?
Well, the advantage is they're at home, which really helps out for a young coach coming into it. When you're in familiar territory, it makes things a little less stressful. Then again, it's homecoming as well, so that kind of adds an extra layer of fear. Absolutely.
The yes man, Xavier Barmer, trying to go up for three. The battle for the rebound, and we'll see who gets a hand on it. Number 1, Byron Abrams. Sets this one in to Kinsey, number 11. Dribbling right. Number 13, take on Williams. Looking to go for 2. Battle for the rebound once more. Faison Brock. Driving strong, driving left. Looking to drive the lane. Kick back to Shaquan Jules. As Jules looking to get a firm hand on the ball, unable to do so. However, Jules is going to earn himself the second best thing, even though unsuccessful in the drive. Take another trip to the Cherry Stripe.
This is a weird thing to note. I mean, I was going to say, a weird thing to notice. It seems like everybody out on the court for USC Aiken is wearing a different pair of brightly colored shoes. I don't know why I noticed that, but I do. Has absolutely nothing to do with the game, nothing to do with the outcome of the game, unless you get distracted from the color. But there's your note for the night.
Different color shoes showing just the different personalities here onto the court. Before coming to this afternoon's game, I had a few conversations with Dill Ding. Talked about how much forward he was looking into coming to this afternoon's game. And if you ever get a chance to talk with Dill Ding, he's got a very bright, very open, loud personality. You can see that in his shoe color, orange. And we can definitely see that translate here, his ability here onto the court as well. And with the Lakers, once again here with possession, starting things off. Number 2, Brian Hart, to number 4, Ricardo Sams. Going for 2, Roland, taking a fall, but getting right back up.
Ricardo Sam's basket was good.
And the officials are going to come together, convene.
Barmore getting called on the foul.
The yes man.
Xavier Barmore, that's his first. It's the team's third at the line for the three-point play, Ricardo Sams.
The yes man, Xavier Barmore, looking to contest the play, to contest the call. Where the officials are going to stand. Number 4, once again, Ricardo Sams is going to come back here to the free throw line. Goes up, gets it in for 1, 11-7. The Lakers are only trailing here by 4. Once again, the Pacer offense coming out here in this drive. Roland directing traffic here for the Pacers. Barmore, Roland, Dill Ding. Once again, a lot of great ball movement. Faison Brock looking over 2. Shaquan Jules gets a 2-point layup in, 13-7.
Shaquan Jules.
It was a nifty little passing play there. A lot of times they get burned when they try to get fancy like that, but in this case, it paid off, and when those kind of plays do pay off, it does a great job for the morale of the team.
Absolutely. The Pacers have demonstrated before, especially here in this season. They have phenomenal ball movement, especially between the players. And we'll probably see this later on, Marcus, when the Pacers, they're definitely known for their weave strategy. as that's definitely able to break through almost any defense, especially the Lakers.
Their ability to drive to the basket is almost second to none, especially with Faison Brock, who it almost becomes automatic. The second you start seeing him move in through the defenders like that, you're almost guaranteed 2 points.
Absolutely, absolutely. 13-7 your current score. Dill Dang coming back here to the free throw line. Ding takes the form, goes up, gets it in for one. 15-17. Excuse me, 15-7. Once again, number 11, Kyle Kinsey. Inbound, dribbling up the sitter. Looking to dribble right. To number 4, Sams. And number 15, Gabriel Joseph Bryan. Slamming this one in right in front of the Pacers. Rowland dribbling right, looking to come up here to the wing. Rowland right here at the key. Sends this one in, there's Shaquan Jules right there into the paint, looking to go for 2, and the call comes back down on the floor.
Just missing the layup there, getting the foul. Sometimes that's half the battle.
Shaquan Jules visibly frustrated, but as you said before, Marcus, the second best thing. Taking another trip here to the free throw line. Last time we were here at Pacer Nation was last weekend as the men went up against Young Harris. Shaquan Jules all the way up into to the second half was shooting at 100%, only missing one of his free throw attempts the entire game.
I managed to make it into that game for the last 2 minutes, which lasted about 10 minutes, as most people come to expect from basketball. Yeah, I was stuck over at baseball calling those games, and USC Aiken baseball takes a long time to get through. A 3-hour game is considered short. I'll just put it that way.
The Lakers once again here coming out here into this drive. Number 2, Ryan Hart, coming up here to the key, cuts inside to the wings with a spin in the lane, goes for a midway 2. And as the Pacers tried to secure the rebound, this unfortunately came on out. Going into the alumni. Fortunately, no one was harmed. Happy to see everyone's doing okay. Once again, Lakers basketball. Number 5, Ursula Hunter, looking to go for 3 off the back iron. Battle for the rebound once more. And as both teams play the finger-pointing game, number 11, Kyle Kinsey, he's got some fingertips on this one, sending this one out. Brock looking to send this one in to Rowland.
He'll let it roll to keep the clock from starting up. Get some good positioning on the other side.
Excellent court awareness here from Rowland, just to let that one roll on down, just to get closer. Pacer territory. Barmore is going to go up for 3, rolls around the iron, comes back down for the rebound. Number 15, Joseph Bryan, dribbling up the court, starting his own drive. It's this one over long to Rowland, almost picked up here by the Pacers, and Rowland looking to save this one, keep it in. But a great initiative from Rowland to pick up the steal. Just like that, Pacer Nation, we're going to take a second full media timeout here this afternoon. We'll be back here very shortly. And welcome back, Pacer Nation. Your current score is 17-9. 11 minutes and 49 seconds remaining here in the first half. Once again, it's going to be Lakers basketball. To number 11, Kyle Kinsey. Number 5, Risha Hunter. Hunter looking to cut inside. Back to Hart once more. Hart setting up the Lakers offense, directing traffic here for the Lakers. Less than 10 seconds remaining. We're going to pass this one back, but Roland gets a hand on it. Looking to drive the lane, dribbling up the center with the intended target being Shaquan Jules, as he's not able to get there in time.
He thought he was a little more further up than he actually was, and turns it into a turnover.
Lakers basketball once again having another opportunity to score. Unsuccessful in their last drive as Roland got the steal. Roland has just been on fire here in the past few games here in the Convocation Center. Known for his stealing ability, also for his ability just to take the initiative and seize it when he sees it. Roland with possession once again. Brock to Roland. Roland slowing down the pace here momentarily. 20 seconds left here on the shot clock. Roland to Brock. Brock to Roland. Pacers going to use their passing ability. The Brock slams it over the Lakers. Brock making that look absolutely effortlessly, coming out of the blue and just slamming it right in front of the Lakers bench.
Well, number one, that looked like an errant shot. Number two, it's face on Brock. You don't see face on Brock do that. That's usually Shaquan Jules or Robert Hill. But no, face on Brock just out of nowhere. I want to get that on a highlight because that was a phenomenal play.
And while the Lakers have possession, some questionable play-by-play here by the Lakers. The Pacers believing that should have been a call on the Lakers themselves. However, it's going to remain Lakers basketball. Dill Ding intercepting this one right in front of number 15, Joseph Bryan. The Dill Ding, the Roland Ding again here. Perfect placement at the wing, going up off the back iron, but number 4 for Sam's to rebound. To number 2, once again, Hart looking to cut inside. Going up for 2, and Shaquan Jules blocks this one. Number 2, Brian Abrams, visibly upset, visibly frustrated. Jules has a huge smile on his face. Marcus, what are your thoughts?
They're pumped right now. Aiken is firing on all cylinders. Almost put their own basket in there, but they're really pumped right now. And honestly, they need to be like this. After dropping a tough game to Pembroke, you want to see this. You don't want to see them getting down on themselves, feeling sorry for themselves. You want to see this kind of play.
Exactly. The Pacers coming into the Convocation Center on a mission, as you said, Marcus, firing on all 8 cylinders here. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see this going all the way into the end of the second half in crunch time. Pacers once again with possession. Dill Ding going up for 3. He gets it in there effortlessly.
A great screen there, giving him an open lane. I think it was Shaquan Jules who put up the screen, which is odd because he's usually sitting under the basket waiting for the rebound. But hey, I mean, it pays off for 3 points. Who am I to argue?
22-13, your current score. The Lakers with possession. Number 5, Arusha Hunter. Looking to go up for 2. But he may have the opportunity to do so. He's going to take another trip here to the free throw line. Arusha Hunter standing at 6'2", the guard, the sophomore, all the way from Sineville, Georgia. Takes his position here at the free throw line. Looking to go for 1, gets it in.
Faison Brock getting a well-deserved break. Catch his breath a little bit.
As we usually see, Marcus, Faison Brock is usually known just for working overtime here in these games. So he's going to be taking a brief break here onto the sideline. Earned himself a well-deserved cup at Powerade.
It's just water.
Oh, just water, never mind.
It's got the Powerade on the cooler. It's just water, though. 90% sure.
Rolling the Dill Ding to Shaquan Jules right here into the post. Dill Ding here again, once again on the wing, looking to cut inside. Trails back, goes up high for 3.
Half a step short.
Half a step short for him actually getting the 3, if he were to make it. As the Lakers once again come out here into this drive. Number 11, Kyle Kinsey, going up for 3 himself. 22-18. Roland, the Tackaberry. Tackaberry on the wing, cuts inside, drops the lane once more on the moving screen. Dill Ding Oliver almost stolen by number 2. Picked up by number 2. Brian Hart drives to the lane. Almost looking for the layup. Battle for the rebound. Hart has the hands on it. But this one sails on out. Hart was looking for redemption from earlier.
Well, defense played good there. I mean, they gave it up, but DeMontez Oliver getting up there, making some contact. No call from the officials. It was a good no call as well. Good, solid defense, and then I think he thought he kicked it out of bounds, and no, they ended up getting the ball right back in, so chance to regroup and recover.
Hart was looking for redemption there on their previous play. Once again, battle for the rebound. Number 4, Sams to number 5, Hunter. Looking to go for the rebound off the back glass, coming back down. The ding to Barmore. Yes, man, over to Tackleberry, almost stolen by Sams again. Tackleberry looking to go for 2.
They're going to call an offensive foul on Kyle Tackleberry there.
And before we go to the line, Pacer Nation, don't go anywhere. We're going to take another full media timeout. We'll be back here very shortly. And welcome back, Pacer Nation. Before the action comes back here underway, this afternoon's game is brought to you by Aiken Flooring. You can stand on us.
And during the timeout, checking back on the Pacer lineup was number 11, Gus Rowland.
And Ricardo Sams and number 11, Kyle Kinsey, both inbound. Moving the ball up the center. Kinsey to number 5, almost stolen by the yes man, Barmore. Battle for the rebound once again. Dill Ding to Roland. Roland over along to Barmore. We'll go for the hook in the lane. Goes up, comes back down for the rebound. Comes right into Jules' hands, looking to slam it.
A little late call of a foul there, but they get it just in the nick of time.
Foul on number 11, Kyle Kinsey, his first and the team 6. Mark to the line to shoot 2. Shaquan Jules.
Shaquan Jules becoming more and more familiar there with the cherry red stripe free throw line. As we should be, as Jules finds himself very comfortable there into the post, into the paint.
And Jules shooting 71.7% from the line coming into today's game. And when you have that many, when you have a lot of opportunities to do so, that's actually pretty good.
Very much so. And don't be surprised, Pacer Nation, if we see Shaquan Jules at the cherry stripe once more. And again, as the Laker offense comes out here against this drive, Kinsey coming up against Oliver. Kinsey looking to drive the lane, going far for 2, for the midway for 2, for the rebound. Number 15, Joseph Bryant. Members of Pacer Nation visibly upset as the call comes back down on Roland. Brian Joseph, but picked up here by the Pacers once again. Roland looking to drive the lane, but some miscommunication. Kyle Kinsey's able to pick this up. Over along to number 5, Marisha Hunter.
And it looks like they're going to call DeMontez Oliver on a foul there, and good call.
Oliver getting his first foul here this afternoon. And Marcus, talk about these fast breaks here and these steals here thus far in the first half. I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal.
No, they're each reading each other's lanes pretty well, and it makes it for some exciting and fast-paced basketball. But when you end up having to give up a foul in order to try to slow things down, it's never good.
one of those downsides to just a very fast-paced basketball game. The defense just trying to shut that down, unfortunately securing a foul themselves as they try to slow down the pace. Rolling with possession to Brock. Brock look at the dribble left with a handoff to Oliver. Oliver dribbling his way up to the wings. But he's going to go for three anyway. Can he get it? 27-20.
Way to get a three through the block, through the screen there. Good defense, but Oliver just finding a way to swish it down.
Oliver doing a terrific job of reading the Lakers defense. Previously there on that play as the spin in the lane from Ryan Joseph. But for the rebound, rolling over Londa Barmore. Once again, dribbling. Shaquan Jones looking to slam it in front of the Laker bench once more. The entire Convocation Center just erupting. And the technical foul is going to come down on the Pacers. Marcus, can you explain to the Pacer Nation at home?
I'm trying to see. It must have been something. He might have said something when he slammed it down. I mean, that was a great play.
Absolutely.
You got. I mean, you like being emotional. You got to watch it though. You don't want to take it too far, otherwise you're going to get burned like that. Although he's riding a high. I'm just trying to see if maybe trying to figure out what he did. And I'm just assuming that he said something that was considered unsportsmanlike after flushing it.
On the moving screen, you have to excuse me, Pacer Nation. Some the Convocation Center are visibly upset, definitely voicing their displeasure here. Looks like they're on that previous drive on the moving screen. Shaquan Jules definitely making a few adjustments, but as you said, Marcus, just as trying to go up there for that slam, dribbling and dunking, perhaps maybe saying some few words.
Yeah, he's a very emotional player, very vocal player, although he's a fantastic player when he's out there on the court. I remember seeing him last year and watching him and saying, this guy's going to be good, and so far he's living up to the hype.
Definitely living up to the height and the expectation. Lakers looking to go for three, and off the back glass, battle for the rebound, and the Lakers are able to get it in. Pacers believing that should have been a call on the Lakers there. However, it's going to be Pacer basketball once more. Brock overshooting the two-point layup. The call coming back down. Number 4 of the Lakers, Ricardo Sams.
Brock getting a trip to the line here.
And once again, just it being a home game and just also homecoming as well, just the tension and the animosity just heighten here so much more than what you would expect from any other type of game. Almost some parallels from Augusta.
Usually it's homecoming in Augusta will be your big ones. Lander usually draws a pretty good crowd too, considering they're only maybe a 45-minute drive down the road. But these are the games you want to come out to: the Lander, the Augusta, and the homecoming. I say that, but you should come out to all the games.
And Pacer Nation, please make sure you're able to do so, as the last regular season game will be next Saturday against Lander. Oliver to Brock. Dill Ding looking to get this one in for himself.
And the Pacers are in a good position to host one of the first round game for the Peach Belt tournament. Highly unlikely they will get to host the tournament itself, as they would need to hope for Lander and Pembroke, or not Lander and Pembroke. It's entirely unlikely that they will host it because it's the highest women's seed that will host the Peach Belt tournament this year, with that being either North Georgia or Lander.
And Pacer Nation, on that previous drive, somehow number 23, Dill Ding, lost his shoe, and he came up to the wing and he tried to shoot a three anyway. Imagine if he shot it. Now that would have been a highlight reel for ESPN.
A little lopsided there shooting. Probably looking at the soles of those shoes that I've been studying intently lately. There's about a good inch on those.
Dill Ding running down the soles of those shoes all season. What a great highlight that would have been had he been able to make the three there from the wing with just one shoe. You do not see that in any regular basketball game, let alone pro, college, or anything else. Number 15, Joseph Bryan, was not able to make the free throw attempt. Pacers, once again, are coming out here into this drive to maintain one step ahead as your current score is 31-26. Oliver to Roland. Roland look again, but he's going to come up to the wing, looking to go for three. Calls for the rebound, comes right into Dill Ding's hands. Roland here at the key, looking for an intended target. And so he's going to drive the lane anyway on the moving screen. Pass to Dill Ding. And a great play-by-play strategy. But however, picked up by Faison Brock once again, who gets it in for another consecutive basket.
Well, going into the previous basket before the hoop and the harm by Brock, it won't go into the stat sheet, but DeMontes Oliver made a huge contribution on that play. Didn't pick up the rebound, but was able to redirect it enough so that his team could control the ball after the missed basket.
Exactly. The Pacers once again just firing on all 8 cylinders thus far as we continue to crunch down here into the first half. Less than 5 minutes remaining. Brock once again taking another trip here to the free throw line, getting his first basket in, 36-26. Joseph Bryan sends this one into number 0, Jordan Curtis, coming to the court for the first time this afternoon. Curtis dribbling right. Looking, but picked up once again by Dill Ding. Another steal. Ding, DeBrock slams it one hand in.
And that will draw a timeout from the Clayton State bench. They're getting a little flustered over there. Pacers are reading them on every level on the defense, and they're just picking them apart, making them pay in every way.
A phenomenal play, a phenomenal drive, a terrific just initiative here by Faison Brock, who's just been on fire thus far. The Pacers, I mean, they have something to prove, but just thus far, they're definitely showing it coming into this game this afternoon. Marcus, what are your final thoughts just before we go to break here shortly?
Well, I mean, they're pumped up. They're ready to go. I mean, as I've been saying it all game, this is what you want to see from your team. Maybe not so many technical fouls, but they're getting the job done, and they need to keep firing. They cannot let up. I've seen it burn them in the past. As long as they keep doing what they're doing, I think they're going to be just fine.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere, Pacer Nation. We'll be back here very shortly. And welcome back, Pacer Nation. Coming off of just a huge play from Faison Brock, getting a one-handed dunk in there right in front of, once again, the Laker bench. The Lakers head coach Jimmy Link using another timeout opportunity just to come back together to convene, just to shut down the Pacer offense. Pacers definitely showing a tremendous passing ability here thus far here in the first half. Not showing any fatigue whatsoever. Once again, as it is Laker basketball, almost stolen there by Ding himself. Number 2, Hart with possession, looking to cut inside, fights inside, drives to the lane, going up for a two-point layup. Can't get battle for the rebound, rolling, great hands on it. Dribbling right, looking to dribble up the center, pass to Barmore for a two-point layup. Yes, man, can't get enough on it. And as the play comes back down, as the call comes back down on the floor, it's going to be another turnover, Pacer basketball.
And it's been a tough homecoming today for USC Aiken overall. Obviously, the women's team dropping a game, but also in around the rest of Pacer Nation. Baseball dropping a contest up at UNC Pembroke by a score of 9-2. So they're having a little bit of trouble dropping to 2-2 in conference play. Overall, I should know I cover them all the time. But they'll rebound eventually. They'll be good to go once they get back home. And softball having some struggles as well, I believe they dropped their first game of their doubleheader with the second game underway only moments ago.
As you said, Marcus, it's a very tough homecoming weekend. However, the men's basketball team looking to change that coming into this afternoon, currently almost leading by 10, 38-26 your current score. Kinsey looking to send this one to number 2, Brian Hart.
And I just looked at it. Softball is down 7-0 in the 6th inning up at North Greenville. So tough day for USC Aiken overall, but if the men's team can win, it will be a great consolation prize. As
the call comes back down, as DeMontes Oliver, another turnover here for for the Lakers' favor.
Substituting is number 23, Deal Dagger.
Number 5, Hunter. Looking to send this one in. Kyle Kinsey. Kinsey, once again, directing traffic here for the Lakers, looking to shake things up here into this drive, looking to break through. Finds his way, almost lost there, but picked up once again by Dang. Barmore. Some great tag team coordination between the two. Brock keeps this one in. Looking to go for 2-point layup, and Brock just continues to be a standout here thus far. 40-28. The Lakers just trying to figure out the Pacers here. It's number 1, Abrams looking to go for 3. 40-31, your current score. Less than 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Rolling.
And Faison Brock already with 14 points on the day.
Absolutely phenomenal. I would not be surprised if he's able to secure a team high this afternoon, so we could possibly see that achievement. Shaquan Jules here with possession here into the post, but he gets it in for 2 anyway. 42-31.
The foul is on number 15, Gabriel Joseph Bryant, his first in the team's night. Jules at the line for the three-point play, and checking in is number 13, Tanner Williams Jr.
And as I said before, Pacer Nation, don't be surprised if you see Shaquan Jules is taking a reoccurring trip here to the free throw line, the cherry red stripe. Goes up, gets it in for 1 for 3-point play. Once again, Kyle Kinsey sends this one in to Brian Abrams. Kinsey with a handoff to Hart. Hart going up for 3 himself, and off the iron, coming back down. Battle for the rebound. Can they keep it? They're not able to do so. Rolling over short to Ding. Barmore looking to go for 2.
And Barmore finds himself on the score sheet now with that layup.
45-31. The Lakers looking to return the receipt. With number 13, Tyone Williams. Getting himself on the scoreboard as well. Brock, that one almost stolen there by Kyle Kinsey. Looking for an interception himself. A ding here at the wing, on the wing. Jules in the post, in the paint. He's going to go for halfway 2 anyway. Rolls around the iron, but comes back down. Once again, number 2, Brian Hart over the lawn to Kyle Kinsey. Kinsey looking to go for a 2-point layup himself. And that's the basis call, timeout, 30-second timeout. Your current score 45-35 with 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining. Pacer Nation, don't go anywhere. We'll be back here very shortly. And welcome back, Pacer Nation. Pacer basketball, 45-35, current score. Pacers with a 10-point lead. 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining. Things starting off very strong here for the Pacers. The Pacers starting things off strong and looking to end things strong here in the first half. With a handoff from Roland to Barmore. Roland trying to fight his way up here to the wing. Looking to cut inside, drives the lane. Almost 10 seconds left here on the shot clock. Brock. Dill Ding almost stolen there. But the Lakers still. Dill Ding goes up for 2. 47-35. What a halfway shot. 30 seconds remaining here on the clock. Lakers looking to go up for 3 themselves. Battle for the rebound. Can they keep it in? That's this one ricocheted off the leg of Roland, I believe. Laker basketball once more.
Going to call a foul here on Xavier Barmore, and I don't think either him or Brian Hart can believe that call is going that way. I think Hart just kind of tripped over his own feet, and he gets the call because he kind of was laughing at it like, I can't believe this.
Hart goes to the free throw line once more, goes up, gets it in for one himself. One more attempt remaining. Hart missing his second attempt. As the Pacers go for the rebound, Jules and Brock both bumping into each other.
Narrowly avoiding disaster.
10 seconds left here, less than 10 seconds. Brock to Roland. Roland to Jules in the post. The 3-2. And it rolls around and falls in for the teardrop. 1.4 seconds remaining.
Going to be a basket and one for Jaquan Jules now. Not a bad way to close out a half, assuming Clayton State doesn't make the miraculous full court three-pointer, which I have seen. Christian Nobles knocked one back from 3/4 of the way down, right where the NCAA logo is.
Wow.
Right at the buzzer at halftime. You want to talk about a crowd going nuts? The crowd went nuts there.
We'll see if that miracle can happen here for the Lakers, Marcus. Kyle Kinsey looking for a intended target, and the Lakers are going to go up high and overshoot it.
Hitting the shot clock instead.
And Pacer Nation, we have reached halftime. 36-50 is your current score. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes. And make sure you stick around for some great basketball action. We'll see you very shortly. And welcome back, Pacer Nation. Before we come back here from halftime, this afternoon's game is brought to you by Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, Aiken's leading tire and auto center for over 50 years. If you ever find yourself out here in the Aiken community with any vehicular or maintenance needs, make sure you swing on by Aiken's Tyler Tire and Auto Center. Let them know that Pacer Athletic sent you, and I'm sure they'd be very happy to set you up with any vehicular maintenance that you may need. And before we wait for the action to come back here to the hard floor, brought you finally, ladies and gentlemen at home, another round of our stats. Pacers, Faison Brock is currently leading with 14 total points, 7 rebounds, and Shaquan Jules with 15 total points and 2 rebounds himself. The Pacers totally with 26 rebounds to the Lakers 24, 13 fast breaks, and get this, Marcus, the Pacers have led for over 18 minutes the entire game thus far.
Not too surprising. They came out the gate in charge, basically, jumping out to a 10-2 lead early on there, and just haven't really looked back yet, and look to keep up the solid play as the second half gets underway.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hopefully the Lakers were able to use this time, come back together collectively, shut down the Pacer offense. Pacers doing a very great job thus far in the first half at just mounting the pressure onto the Lakers, but also is able to seize the offensive opportunities that they have been given to them.
Pacers trying to open things up early with a couple three-point tries. Couldn't quite get them, but they picked up the rebounds. And they'll get a what we call an RDM. Or sorry, it's just an RM in this case. Trying to stay fresh on those keys.
No, you're good. You're good. Sometimes that terminology sometimes trips you up a little bit.
Right now, the only people that would even understand what I was saying are one of them sitting a few rows down, and the other one is sitting up the Clayton State.
And as Gus Rowland takes another round trip here to the cherry red stripe, Pacers have been doing a phenomenal job with just passing ability and ball movement. They've been able to work out and just tire the Lakers thus far, trying to fatigue them, and then once they're tired, they're able to break through into the post and score right there into the paint. And we talked about earlier, Marcus, during the women's game, the women's Lakers being able to adjust very quickly. Hopefully the men's Laker team can do the same.
Oh, yeah, I mean, in order to get this game competitive, they need to start sinking some threes. They just did one on the other end there, but Aiken is really in command just overall in almost every aspect of the game. You look at the rebound total; they're pretty much even, but Aiken is dominating on the defensive rebounds, not really giving the Lakers much of a chance to get a second chance point.
Absolutely, absolutely. Robert Hill just securing 2 points himself. And as the Lakers went to go drive,
and Oliver getting close to foul trouble here, the third foul of the afternoon, and you're not even just past 2 minutes, or not even 2 minutes into the into the second half here, and you already got three fouls.
DeMontes Oliver and the Pacers to be careful not to get fouled out here this afternoon. So we would hate to have to see DeMontes Oliver head off the court for the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, Oliver working pretty well. It's a solid 6-point afternoon coming into the half.
Oliver very fundamental early on here this season as the Pacers run the weave. Oliver securing a couple clutch threes earlier this season as the officials call traveling.
Yeah, extra half step there by Rowland. Going to call that every time.
And Rowland is going to contest this one.
As long as you keep one of those feet planted, even just a little bit, they're not going to call you. But the second you raise that foot up off the ground before you take a dribble, they're gonna nail you.
And off this turnover, the Lakers once again, number 1, Brian Abrams trying to go for 3, rolls around the iron, comes back down for the rebound. Number 13, Tyon Williams, looking to score, notch a few points himself, but for the rebound, Robert Hill, Roland Brock off the back iron. Williams once more for the rebound, standing at 6'10", all the way from Phoenix City, Alabama.
Pacers going to take a timeout here as it looks like Clayton State's starting to find their rhythm. Good chance to break it up.
Absolutely, absolutely. It looks like the Lakers are able to make those adjustments that we talked about earlier, and not only were they able to find those adjustments, hopefully they can stick with it. Pacer Nation, don't go anywhere. We'll be back here very shortly. back, Pacer Nation. Before we come back here to the hardwood, to the hard floor, this afternoon's game is brought to you by Aiken Fish House and Oyster Bar. Southern Seafood, serve with Southern hospitality. Ever find yourself out here in the Aiken community, make sure you swing on out to Aiken Fish House and Oyster Bar. Let them know that Pacer Athletics sent you, and I'm sure they'd be happy to serve you with a famous side of their alligator tail.
Still haven't been. My parents have, though, so at least somebody in my family's moved. I have not. Haven't had the opportunity yet.
Well, Pacer Nation, make sure you come on out tonight, as it is homecoming weekend this weekend. We can rest assured that maybe even the Pacers may come out themselves. Barmore to Dill Ding here at the wing, going up for three, and just like that, once again, effortlessly. 58-43.
Good way to come out of the timeout, put down a three-pointer, really establish your game presence again.
And as the Lakers are trying to find that game presence here in the second half, it looks like they're able to do so with Kyle Kinsey returning the receipt right there with a three-point basket himself. Roland looking to spin in the lane, but he's not going to do so. He goes up for two anyway from midway.
And one of the things I'm looking at right now, and I mentioned it earlier in the game, is the Pacers like to get out to fast starts and then slow things up. They have been aggressive throughout the entirety of this game, despite being up 14.
There we go, absolutely. And Kyle Kinsey intercepting that one from Roland. As the Lakers looking to go up for three once more. And Marcus, we were just talking about this a few minutes ago, how the Lakers just need to start notching some threes.
Yeah, I mean, you're down by a lot. I mean, you still have a lot of time to build back into it. I've seen games where you're up by 20-some points. In fact, there was a homecoming back when Aiken made a run to the Final Four, where they were down 20 early in the game, and they fought back and got the lead just before halftime versus Lander. Probably the best homecoming I'd ever seen.
Wow. And Roland getting some redemption from earlier from that steal. And for the rebound, Robert Hill, soft handoff to Roland over far to Barmore. Right there to the post for Dill Ding.
Barmore cooking up a fastball there.
Exactly, just throwing this one as a rocket. And we're just surprised that one was not actually stolen there by the Lakers. I don't know how he was able to manage that. He threw that one in between two, number 13 and number 4. However, number 11, Roland, to Brock. Less than 10 seconds left here on the shot clock. Brock to Robert Hill, spins in the lane. And however, the play is still alive. Number 11, Kinsey, with possession. The Lakers seizing those offensive opportunities once more. Again, number 1, Ron Abrams looking to go for three. Rolls around the iron.
Hill looking for a call on that previous play there. He'll pick up a rebound instead. That'll be his payment.
I think we all were. Spinning the lane once more from Barmore. And for the rebound, the Pacers can't connect there on that drive to number 2. Hart looking to go up for three.
And we're getting another timeout here from the Pacer bench. They're starting to give up the 3 points, and it's not for a fact that they're just missing it. They're just giving it to them. They're not even pressuring them around the arc. They're just setting up in the paint, and Clayton State's like, all right, you'll give us 3, we'll take it.
Absolutely. Pacer Nation, don't go anywhere. The action is just getting up here into the second half. Your current score is 62-52. We'll be back here very shortly. And welcome back, Pacer Nation. Your current score is 62-52, 15 minutes and 18 seconds remaining here in the second half. As the athleticism and as the aggression continues to accumulate here this afternoon on homecoming, the Lakers, coming off of halftime, have been able to, it seems as if they've been able to figure out the Pacer offense thus far. Seems as if they're starting to get a little bit comfortable here into the Convocation Center as the Pacers run the weave. Barmore, the yes man, to Roland. Looking to cut inside, drives the lane, goes up for 2. Instead, for the rebound, number 4, Ryan Hart.
Clayton State pulling within. They're close to 10, almost back within single digits. A little short try there on the three as Robert Hill overshot his coverage.
Great awareness there for number 11, Kinsey, as Hill went out but was able to come back in. Number 13, Williams, looking to go on the moving screen and gets in the two-point layup. 62-54. And from Roland to Brock, once again to Tagaberry. Tagaberry, short to Hill. Once again to Barmore. Barmore fighting his way up to the wing, sends this one right to the paint, into the post. The Hill back to Brock, over to Barmore again, using some of that great passing ability, ball movement, some miscommunication. However, over long to Brian Hart, who's going to go up high at the wing for three. And for the rebound, number 1, Brian Abrams. However, Pacer basketball once more. Rolling to Barmore, going up for 2, but for the rebound once again.
Barmore a little shaken up on the play.
Xavier Barmore, the yes man, suffering an ankle injury earlier this season. However, finding his way to come back into the court. As he's going to be coming off the court here momentarily. DeMontes Oliver, Shaquan Jules are going to be coming back on. And Roland looking for intended target. Tagaberry to Roland once more. The Pacers in consecutive drives have been rebounding, haven't been able to connect on either drive. Hopefully to change that, to stop that trend here. As Shaquan Jules goes up and off the back iron, coming back down once more. Number 4, Ricardo Sams. Kinsey once again looking to drive the lane.
Well, one of the things I'm noticing from Clayton State is they are really tightening things up in the paint. They are not giving the Pacers easy access to drive to the basket, which has been kind of their bread and butter for quite a while now. And they've taken that away from USC Aiken. Now it's time to adapt and start making those short-range twos.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as we've seen on the outside of the arc, Marcus, we have seen how the Pacers have a phenomenal passing ability. However, if they were to transition that inside the post, hopefully we can see some more points here on the board for the Pacers. And once more is Kyle Kinsey. Comes back here to the free throw line. His first attempt, missing both attempts. Brock over short the Ding. Ding looking to go for a two-point layup, gets it in.
That was a tough layup to make. Again, I said they took away all the space underneath the basket. Clayton State answering right back with a long-range pass and a little layup of their own.
Just like that, and the Lakers are able to return the receipt. Roland dribbling right. We're shifting left right here at the key over to Oliver. Short to Jules. Right here into the post under the net. Oliver once more again on the arc. Looking to go up for 3. Overshoots it right into the hands of number 4, Sams. Sams to Abrams. Over long, but stolen by number 11, Roland. Roland dribbling, driving right up the center. Crisscrossing in the lane. Goes up for 2. 66-56.
That should give some fire back to the Pacers. Steal the ball away and bring it down yourself and put it on down.
Absolutely, absolutely. As Faison Brock looking to steal this one for himself. However, it's going to remain Laker basketball. Number 13 to Williams. Once again to Hart. Abrams. Looking to cut inside here on the wings. Williams is going to go for 3 himself. Gets it in. That's going to be his first three-point basket this afternoon. 66-59.
Yeah, Clayton State inching their way back into this one. Pacers got to start figuring it out. Way to cut away the threes.
The Lakers making a comeback story of themselves here into the second half. It's number 1, Abrams here at the key. Goes up for the rebound. Jules. Able to save it, keeps it in. Roland once again directing traffic, setting up the offense here for the Pacers. Looking to drive the lane, but dribbles right up the center for 2. Coming to almost zero opposition there. Making it seem as if he was going to pass this one to the post, but he said, no, I'm going to go for it instead. Abrams here for the Lakers, looking to go up for themselves. And I'm sorry, Marcus.
I was just going to say, second half has pretty much been all Clayton State right now, as they are outscoring the Pacers 18-12 within these first 10 minutes.
The Pacers now within Clayton State, the Lakers now within a reasonable range, only trailing by 7 here. And the Pacers, within drives, have just been unable to connect, but they've been able to connect right there. Shaquan Jules gets it in for 2, 70-61. The Lakers looking to mount the ante, looking to maintain that pressure here on the Pacers.
And Clayton State working with 4 3-pointers in this quarter of play, and that's been the difference maker.
And as we saw one of those difference makers right there, Brian Hart getting another 3 himself, for 2. 70-63, your current score. And from Roland, when I hand off to Ding. Ding to Roland again here, right here at the wing. Looking to come inside, drive the lane, but number 4, Ricardo Sams.
That's his third, the team's third. And we have media timeout on the floor.
And as the call comes back down on the floor, Pacer Nation, we're going to take another full media timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here very shortly. And welcome back, Pacer Nation. Current score 70-63, 10 minutes and 29 seconds remaining here in the second half. As the Pacers continue to fire on all cylinders.
And Pacers are giving up a lot of threes right now. Clayton State is 50% from the three-point line, 5 of 10 in this half alone.
Some miscommunication between DeMontis Oliver and Dill Dang. Visibly frustrated, but as the Lakers, number 2 Brian Hart takes a tough fall. Pacer Nation, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here very shortly. And welcome back, Pacer Nation. Number 2, Brian Hart, taking a tough fall here in the Convocation Center. However, we're happy to see that he's gotten up and he's going to be getting some medical assistance here on the sideline.
Yeah, you never like seeing a guy go down, especially when they clutch at their knee like that, because that really puts some concern in you for their careers.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as the Pacer offense once again comes out here on this drive, Brock to Roland, both men inbound. Coming out once again against the Laker defense. Brock to Jules, right there into the post, trying to go for 2. 72-63, your current score. Ryan Abrams. So number 15, Joseph Bryan, but number 5, Hunter. Getting a 3-point basket himself, and the Pacers looking to return receive. Jules overshoots it. And the Lakers once again have another opportunity to drive. Number 11, Kyle Kinsey. For number 4, Ricardo Sands once again. 72-68. Rolling to Brock. Brock coming up to the arc, into the wings. Bounces off, but for the rebound, coming back down and out.
Substituting for the Pacers is number 24, Robert Hill.
And the ding to number 15. 15, Joseph Bryan getting a handle on it, almost stealing it. Once again, the Lakers. Kyle Kinsey looking to drive the lane. Looking for a great passing ability between Kinsey and Sams. However, neither can connect.
Things are getting interesting now as Clayton State has a chance to pull within a single score with these throws.
Absolutely, absolutely. As you said before, Marcus, especially coming off from halftime, the Lakers definitely looking like they were able to tighten things up here, especially in the passing lanes, especially within the arc, within the wings. And number 4, Sam's missing his first attempt with 1 more remaining. He's going to go up for 1, gets it in, 72-69. And yet, Marcus, the Lakers have yet to lead this entire game. However, things were tied up here very early on. We can very much well see that same thing happening here very shortly.
It's within the realm of possibility. They just really need to step up their offensive game. That'll help.
And the Pacers right there on that drive and that play were able to connect with the net. Previously, the Pacers have been struggling just a little bit and they've been able to work their way down to the court and to the post. However, they've been struggling just with getting nets, notching points here. They've been able to rebound. However, unfortunately, not able to connect with points here. However, on this drive, Roland over on to Oliver. Oliver to Barmore. Barmore looking for the intended target, Robert Hill, but Roland is in the right place just to keep this one in. And 2-1, and with almost less than a second remaining, as Roland try to go for 3 for the rebound. Kyle Kinsey starting his own drive. Almost slapped out of the hands by Brock. Brian Hart right there into the post. Picked on up by Robert Hill to Barmore. Both men inbound once more. Barmore looking to cut inside, trails back, goes up here for 3 at the wing. And it's just shots like that, Marcus, that really frustrate you when the laws of physics, you just question them sometimes.
And a 3-point basket there for Clayton State, and now we are tied.
Once again, 74-74. And Roland with possession, dribbling right, looking to fight his way up here to the wings. Coming up against that tough Laker defense. We're going to go for 2. And that was a very tough position to get that layup, but he was able to make it work somehow, one way or another.
It amazes me how they are able to control their bodies enough while falling to the ground to still make a basket.
Kyle Kinsey over short to number 5. So Hunter's going to go up for 3 himself, off the rebound. Hunter looking for a redemption, goes up for 2, and once again things are tied, 76-76. Less than 7 minutes remaining. Rowland to Brock. The Pacers once again running the weave to Barmore. Rowland looking to cut inside, not able to do so. Almost like a brick wall, almost lost here by Rowland. Almost picked up here by the Pacers. Less than 10 seconds remaining. The Pacers are going to have to go up. The officials are literally pointing at the shot clock. Go up or go home. Rowland, 3, 2, 1. Can he get it? Not able to do so, not able to connect. Can the Lakers connect in this drive? Number 11, Kyle Kinsey going up for 2. And it rolls in for 2. And just like that, the Lakers are going to take the lead for the first time this afternoon.
And they'll get a shot at a three-point play as well, as there was a foul called on it. Barmore having some struggles out there. 1 of 12 from the field. He just could not find the basket right now. And that is one of the reasons why Clayton State's been able to fight back, and one of your top scorers is having an off night.
The Lakers, Barmore and Rowland both. Rowland just tried to cut inside into the post there on that previous drive, as the Lakers were almost like a brick wall to him. And the officials just letting him know, hey, kid, you got less than 5 seconds left here on the shot clock. You're going to have to go up or go home. However, as Rowland called the audible, tried to go up, he was unable to connect. And the Lakers were able to capitalize. As we take a quick timeout here, Pacer Nation, don't go anywhere. We'll be back here very shortly. And welcome back, Pacer Nation. Before the action comes back here to the hardwood, to the hard floor. Marcus, during the break, we were talking about how the Pacers, and now you mentioned earlier, it's how the Pacers are always known for their starting ability just to start things off strong on all 8 cylinders, firing correctly. However, we just wonder that they fire so strong to the point where they're starting to fatigue themselves.
And they might be. I mean, they could be something also, playing without Coach Vanderslice out there may throw them out of their rhythm as the game progresses. I mean, could be a variety of factors. I mean, it's still anybody's ball game. As Pacers only down by 2, 78-76, with just under 6 minutes to play.
And as the action comes back here to the line, number 11, Kyle Kinsey, once again, becoming more and more familiar with it. 76-79. Current score. Rowland. Call coming back down on the Lakers, number 11, Kyle Kinsey.
Yeah, looking at it overall, Pacers have been getting good production across the board with 4 players in double digits.
Pretty much what the Pacers are always known for. Always able to produce when needed. Call coming back down, number 15.
Now they're drawing some fouls, trying to get them into a little more foul trouble to keep them from being as aggressive in the later moments.
As Rowland sends this one in to Brock with a handoff from Brock to Rowland. Rowland here on the wing. Scaling back here momentarily. Plenty of time here on the shot clock. Well, actually 10 seconds left here on the shot clock. Brock here at the arch going up. Overshoots it, comes right into the hands of number 1, Brian Abrams. Abrams calling for some offensive support. Since this one right to the post for Joseph Ryan to go for 2. 76-81. Great play there by the Lakers as the Pacers themselves looking for redemption. As they are now on the opposite side of the spectrum. Rowland looking to go for 2 himself, rebounding. Battle for the rebound. Jules going up for 2 himself. Shaquan Crown Jewels getting 2 up there himself, and not only that, getting an extra birthday gift present, taking another trip here to the free throw line.
And it's big there. You need those 3-point plays, especially late in the game like that. It can really give your team a boost, and it'll certainly get them a step closer.
Absolutely, and what the Pacers just really need right now here at the moment is just a really big play just to really get some of that morale back, especially as we come closer and closer here in the crunch time. Less than 5 minutes remaining. 79-81, your current score. Kinsey setting up the offense once again for the Lakers, and a tag team between Kinsey and Hunter. And Abrams to Hunter to Kinsey to number 4 to Hart, who goes up for 2 himself. 79-83, the Lakers taking a page out of the Pacers book. Using the time there on the shot clock just to pass and just trying to break through the Pacer defense. Crown Jewels looking to cut and weave inside, unable to do so, unable to connect. And the officials called traveling.
Lucky break for USC Aiken there to get the travel call against Clayton State. Gives them a chance to get back into this one a little bit closer.
Absolutely. Another turnover here in Pacer favor. Oliver to Rowland. Rowland dribbling right. Looking to cut inside. Back to Ding. Almost stolen there by Abrams himself. Jules with possession off the back glass. Unable to connect once more. And Pacer Nation, just like that, we're going to take another full media timeout. Your current score is 79-83. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here very shortly. And welcome back, Pacer Nation. Your current score is 79-83. Less than 4 minutes remaining, 3 minutes and 54 seconds. The Lakers making a comeback story here into the second half, making those few audible adjustments when needed, and able to not only tie things up, but reclaim the lead. Rolling over long to DeMontis Oliver, overshoots it. But Brock is in the right place in the right time for assistance, who gets it in for 2 himself, 81-83. The Pacers not going to let this get out of control here, especially as we continue to count down here in the second half. Kyle Kinsey fixated there on the shot clock, looks to drive the lane with a great pass to number 15, Joseph Bryan. Lakers looking to stay one step ahead of themselves, of the Pacers themselves. Rowland once again look to drive the lane.
This is looking for a foul call there, not going to get it. And Pacers, they're looking a little flustered right now out there. They're rushing their shots and not getting such clean approaches to the basket. They got to really settle themselves down.
Exactly. As the Pacers should realize they have plenty of time here on the clock. They're not trailing behind by that far.
Well, they're going to credit the basket there, even though it looked like the foul occurred on the floor.
The Lakers.
Nope, they're not going to credit it. Never mind.
Never mind. Okay. The Lakers, number 1, Brian Abrams. Confused there early on, as the call goes.
Now they're checking with the official scorebook, too, to make sure everything is right. There's one official call a good basket, another official called on the floor. Now they're just trying to make sure everything is sorted out properly.
And North Carolina native Dill Ding coming here to the free throw line. It's in for one. 82-85. As you said before, Marcus, Pacers still at least trying to fire on all 8 cylinders. If they can just slow down the pace here just for a moment. We were a bit concerned earlier. Maybe they probably fatigued themselves here.
Yeah, they probably a little bit of fatigue, but I also think a lot of it is they're just not in the right rhythm. If they can find it again, they'll be just fine. With the 3 minutes to play, you're only down by 2. A couple bounces go your way, whole different game.
And the thing is, Marcus, the Pacers were able to find that rhythm starting on. And the Lakers, number 11, Kyle Kinsey, takes another trip here to the free throw line as the call comes by down number 12, Shaquan Jules. As the basket is still good for the Lakers, 83-87.
Talk about bounces going your way. All the bounces seem to be going the Lakers' way. Just USC Aiken having a tough time really catching up right now.
And talk about a paradigm shift. I mean, Marcus, when we talked about early on, the Pacers came into this game from the tip-off with a rhythm, with a plan, with momentum from the get-go, and just somewhere midway that just shift. That shift happened right towards in the favor of the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, Pacers were leading for most of this game and probably will, at the end of the game, still have led for the most time. But it all comes down to what happens when the clock hits double zeros.
Kyle Kinsey once more, since this went over long to number 5, Arusha Hunter looking to swing around back to number 1. And again, Brian Abrams looking to come up to the wing. Abrams over long to Kyle Kinsey. Kinsey realize he has less than 10 seconds. And great awareness by Rowland.
Call for an offensive foul here for Clayton State. There's a bounce that'll go Aiken's way. Need a few more of those, though.
Great awareness by Rowland just to use some of that leverage against number 11, Kyle Kinsey. Another turnover here in Pacer favor. Only trailing here by 4 as we continue to count down to crunch time. Rowland looking to go up, but he's not able to connect. Call comes back down once again. Pacer basketball having another attempt to drive. Over long. The Pacers are going to keep this one in.
That's what I mean by talking fluster. You're looking at a long inbound pass like that, and you just overshoot everybody by a mile.
Rowland to Oliver to Barmore. Looking to cut inside, drive the lane again. Call goes up on number 4. Brian Hart. Excuse me, Ricardo Sams. Ricardo Sams of the Lakers. It's number 2, Faison Brock takes another trip here to the free throw line. Goes up for 1. Gets his first basket in. And Brock takes the swarm, goes up. Bounces around the iron, comes back down. 84-87. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Markets, and it's like moments like this that kind of get you on the edge of your seat, get you a little anxious just a little bit to see where the game is going to go.
Oh, most certainly. The important thing is on the foul free throws, they at least got it back to within a 1-possession game. They can somehow pick up a rebound in all this confusion. It might be good to go.
Kyle Kinsey sizing up Faison Brock. 10 seconds left here on the shot clock. Less than 90 seconds remaining. Kinsey's going to run down the shot clock the best he can. But he's going to be able to manage it. He's going to go up for a midway 2. And rebounded here by the Lakers.
Bodies flying everywhere, and now they finally call a foul. Oliver getting credited with the foul this time, or should I say called for the foul.
I think in that entire drive, most of the Convocation Center was looking for a few fouls that are called by the official. As you said, Marcus, they finally were able to call one. Number 5, Hunter, takes this form, goes up for 1. Gets it in for a teardrop, 84-88. Less than 90 seconds remaining. As the Lakers know, this can still go in anyone's favor. Trying to come together in a mini hurdle to make a few more adjustments just to shut down the Pacer drive. Rolling with possession here at the key. Looking for an intended target right there into the post. Shaquan Jules going up for 2 and blocked by number 15, Joseph Bryan. Brian just elated and enthralled to have gotten that block. However, it's going to be Pacer basketball, and the Pacers are going to call a 30-second timeout. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here very shortly. And welcome back, Pacer Nation. 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining. Current score 84-89. Brock with possession looking to go up. And with the Pacers looking to rebound and Jules looking to dunk, the Pacers are unable to connect once more. The call coming back down.
The Pacers are almost getting in their own way, it seems, in a few cases like this.
Almost, some miscommunication here between the Pacers. Oliver using this opportunity. Go up for one, 85-89. One more remaining. Bounces around the iron. Oliver's not able to connect. But for the rebound, Faison Brock gets it in for two, 87-89. Faison Brock keeps this game alive and going. The call comes back down to number 4, Ricardo Sams.
And in the span of 2 seconds, the Pacers have brought it right back into it. I was looking at them, looking and saying, they might be done, but that could have been just the jolt they needed.
And that was the big play. That was the big moment that the Pacers were looking for this entire second half, and they were able to get it right then and there. And not only that, Brock was able to recover the rebound, get it up for 2, and he got an extra gift on the side of that, taking another trip here to the cherry stripe. He's going to go up for 1. And for the rebound, and the Pacers are not able to connect. Shaquan Jones almost had a hand on it.
And it's Pacer ball. Clayton State touched it just before they went out.
Kyle Kinsey got the last hand on it, getting the last fingertips. Pacer basketball once more, 52.5 seconds. From Jules to Roland.
Let's see if the Pacers can make something happen here.
To Dilding right there at the arc, going up for 3, overshoots it, comes back into Williams' hands, over long. Kyle Kinsey is open all the way. Can he drive it? Goes up, and he comes back down. Coming back down on number 23, Dilding. Dilding taking the initiative to shut down the drive. However, that's going to work against the Pacers. Coming to the line is going to be Kinsey once more.
Pacers trying to go for that three-point play at the very end, of, just on the other end here. Overshot everything, and that might have hurt them. They didn't need the 3 at that point. So they tried to look for an open lane to drive back in towards the basket. At the very least, draw a foul.
Absolutely, absolutely. The entire Convocation Center erupting, trying to unfocus and unhinge Kinsey. Rolls around the iron. He misses his first attempt. 1 more remaining.
And that's big because it keeps it at a 1-score game.
Absolutely. 87-89, 38.3 seconds remaining. Kinsey once again takes his form here at the cherry stripe. Convocation Center is going to try to unfocus. He gets it in for 1, 87-90. And the Pacers are just within a 3-point basket from tying this thing out. Roland looking to go for 2. Rose in, falls in, 89-90.
For the Pacers to try to foul here. They're probably gonna have to. There's still time on the clock, even with the shot clock not burning out.
There's still time to foul here, absolutely, on the Pacers' part. Expect that to see that from Roland, and we do. 24.4 seconds remaining, 89-90, your current score.
This will give them time, even if they both do sink both free throws. They get a chance. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if you see Clayton State, if they do make these, try to foul intentionally to force Aiken for 2.
Absolutely. Kinsey goes up for 1, 89-91. One more attempt remaining. Kinsey is taking his form here at the Cherry Stripe. He has the entire Convocation Center against him. Goes up 89-92, 24.4 seconds remaining. Roland is not going to touch that ball. He's going to let it get within a little bit more in range as the clock continues to clock down. Roland looking to cut inside, drives the lane, goes up for the 2-point layup, gets it in. 91-92, and it looks like the Pacers are going to take another timeout. 60 seconds, a 60-second timeout, 18.1 seconds remaining. Marcus, what do you think the Pacers need to do here to walk away with the W?
Well, I'm going to give you the most in-depth analysis you're ever going to hear from me.
I'm ready for it.
Score more points. No, but they need to keep on doing what they're doing. They're driving in towards the basket. I think what they're trying to do is to make it for a hoop and a harm to try to get a three-point play, because they haven't been knocking back their threes as of late, and I think they're aware of that. So they're trying to see if they can make Clayton State make a mistake. I'm very surprised that Clayton State didn't try to make a foul to force Aiken to go to the line for 2. That would have at least guaranteed that Aiken couldn't try for that last-ditch three-point play.
Absolutely.
Coming out of the timeout, Clayton State's going to have the ball. Aiken's going to have to foul them, and they're going to have to foul them early. You're going to look for Clayton State to try to drive the ball all the way down to the other end with a long inbound pass. That could work in Aiken's favor, though. If they can get them to hold on to the ball for long enough, they're going to get penalized for that, get the 5-second delay, and Aiken can take over the ball with a chance to win it.
Well, the Pacers are there, able to strategize exactly what you just said for the Pacer Nation. Hopefully it can work out here in their favor. Pacers only trailing here by 1. How unfortunate would it be just for both the men and women just to come up short here, just within 1 or 2 points here this afternoon. And just a phenomenal game here all around. Talk about a story here for both sides. The Lakers is mounting a comeback. We'll see if it can be a comeback win here for the Lakers. Kyle Kinsey here looking for an inbound pass over long to number 15. And lost here. It's going to be out. It's going to be Pacer basketball.
He was thinking shot before he had control. Big mistake. We'll see if this comes back to bite them. That was huge. Pacers were beat. They were beat on that play alone. And with another timeout coming up. But they were beat. They had it. That Clayton State had it on that play, but that's what happens when you start thinking ahead of what you're doing.
Exactly. The Pacers able to seize the opportunity right now. 16.1 seconds remaining. 91-92 your current score. And it's just moments like this that keep you on the edge of your seat, and you know it could just go in either one's favor. Purely just a phenomenal game all around. And like you said, Marcus, it looked like it was briefly lost there for a moment as that inbound pass was long.
It was long. He was uncovered. It was almost like in football, wide receiver wide open. All he had to do was catch the ball and make the run into the end zone. He caught the ball, went to transition into dribbling, and that's when he lost it going for the layup.
Just couldn't manage it. They just could not manage it. The Pacers have possession right now at the moment. Faison Brock looking to send this one in to Gus Rowland. Both men inbound. Rowland breaking, dribbling hard. Looking almost picked up here. Can he manage it? Covered all around here. Less than 10 seconds left. Rowland under pressure. Can he keep up? Can he keep it going? Looks like they're going to foul.
Jump ball's the call, and it goes to Clayton State, and that will pretty much do it with 2 seconds to go.
It's going to be a Laker basketball. We're going to take another full timeout here, Pacer Nation. 2 seconds flat remaining here in the second half, 91-92.
And Roland there held on to the ball for too long. He was trying to force something that wasn't there. Should have tried to kick it on out, try to open things up a little bit. I mean, you don't even have to go for 3. You can still charge into the basket. That's what he was trying to do, but he had no open lane. He was triple coverage, and he just couldn't get anything done, couldn't get the ball out. By the time he wanted to get the ball out, it was already too late. And that really hurts when you're that close.
And as the clock continued to count down, just the pressure from the outside, from the inside, from the Lakers defense just continue just to close in on Rowland, making it a 3-on-1 almost matchup. 2 seconds flat, 91-92. You can't take anything away here from either side. And it just makes you wonder, Marcus, when did the shift happen from it being in favor of the Pacers firing on all 8 cylinders towards the Lakers, who are able to mount a comeback here thus far. Number 11, Kyle Kinsey, looking for a intended target. And the officials, the Pacer Nation looking for the call. And we're going to see what the official call is on. The officials are going to convene. As on the moving screen, Brock took a fall. And we'll see if they reset the clock at 6 seconds.
That should be 0.6 seconds, not 6 seconds. There we go.
There we go.
Just in time to take their free throws, and then maybe a last-ditch effort for a long shot 3. But, I mean, you can almost call this one over with at this point. I've seen crazier, but.
It's going to take a miracle for the Pacers. Brian Abrams, if he's able to miss this shot. And Tackerberry going all the way. Pacer Nation, that's going to be your final score, 91-92. Marcus, what a phenomenal game all around. Truly terrific. What are your final thoughts on this afternoon's game?
Well, I mean, the Pacers looked good all up until the midway part of this second half there. That's when Clayton State kicked it into second gear and really just took it to them. And Pacers got flustered, and I think a lot of the problem was they got into their own heads, and that cost them. At the very end of the game, you had a chance to do it. I think you need to open up your options a little bit more when you're trying to drive the ball down into the other end. Not necessarily hold on to the ball for as long as the Pacers offense did. Instead of trying to force something to happen, look for something to open up. You still had tons of time on the clock when you look back at it, and I think when they look at the film, they'll probably say the same thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Pacer Nation, thank you once again for coming out here this afternoon. Make sure you come on out to next week's game as the Pacers will be going head-to-head against Lander. Make sure you stick around for our post-game coverage. I am Ian Martin signing off with Marcus Johnson. Thank you again for allowing us to be your commentators this afternoon. We'll see you back here in the Convocation next week.